Morning to another beautiful day as we look at the ways God has blessed us amid all of this, the way that God still provides, the way that God still works amid taking things away or giving us new blessings in this time of change. We've been talking about idols, and we've done a lot of them so far, and I've deliberately left off today's for a while to explore some of the ones maybe we don't think about, but today it's time to talk about one of the big ones. One of the ones that is being hit hard now, and that's money. Whether you're laid off, furloughed, and money's tight, or you are on retirement and you see your savings accounts lose a third of their value in 2 weeks. This is a crazy time for our economy and for our own wallets and our bank accounts and how we look at the money that we have. As we push back from the current situation, we find stress always tends to magnify things we already believe, already think, ways we're already prone to act. And whether we don't have enough money as we would like, and we are living our life to try and gain more, to feel comfortable, to feel accomplished, to do the things we want to do, or we have a lot of money and we think we've worked very well for what we have. We can tend to look at money as an idol more easily than many other things. In reality, as God tells us, God speaks and Jesus speaks on money more than just about anything else in the New Testament because it hits home. All we have in this life is from God, and whatever we accumulate will soon be gone and left to nothing. The virus and the mortality of it can make that quite plain for a lot of people, and that what we have today might be gone tomorrow. And our lives in pursuit of things that will end and things that are very finite, things that are in the long run pretty worthless, is a life that is lived in waste. One of the great blessings in this time is so far I haven't seen a lot of the panic that we had before about gaining money. That is, I don't see a massive increase in theft. I don't see people looting or rioting in the streets here in America yet. There's a great squeeze on our economy, but it's kind of caused us all to pause, to go back to our homes, to go back to our families, to accept the lot that God has handed us in life and enjoy the blessings that He's given us, to enjoy our families, to enjoy our relationship with God and what He's given us in Scripture and in prayer, to enjoy the time that we have together, because for a lot of people, we don't really have another option. There's not many places you can go to get money outside of maybe some government programs that they're throwing out. If you're sheltered in place, your options are certainly limited. And by force, we've been led into a sense of acceptance into what God has given us. And acceptance maybe is the wrong word for a Christian, but gratitude and contentment is spot on to where we are now and always with what God has provided, knowing He is the great giver who has given us exactly what He wants us to have now and in the future. And by force, that's the attitude that we are led into in this time. I encourage you today, be gracious in what God has given you, whether that is a lot or whether that's seemingly a little. God has provided for us. There's been so many things going on around Facebook about in the past, our forefathers were called to storm the beaches. They were called to do X, Y, or Z, and we're called to sit on our couch. This is how God has provided for us. He is a great and merciful giver. We aren't wanting for food in many places, and if you are, please call me. I don't even care if you're here in Mobile, Alabama, or anywhere across the nation. We'll work to provide for you. But let's take today and be gracious in how God has provided for us materially and financially amid this squeeze where one of our idols is taken away. God is always blessing us. I hope you have a wonderful day today. Go in peace and serve the Lord. Thanks be to God.